Hey everyone, it's your name, channel name, and welcome to the channel. Today we're diving into a topic that's super important but often misunderstood, the food we eat. We're going to uncover 10 foods that you might want to think twice about. It's about empowering you with knowledge so you can make informed choices that align with your health goals. We all deserve to enjoy our food, but we also deserve to understand the impact it has on our bodies. So whether you're a health nut or just starting to pay attention to your diet, stick around to find out which 10 common foods might be secretly sabotaging your health. Let's get started. Alright, let's kick things off with a big one: sugary drinks. We're talking sodas, sports drinks, sweetened teas, even those fancy coffee concoctions. They've become so ubiquitous, almost a default beverage choice. But here's the thing, they're loaded with sugar, and not the good kind. We're talking about added sugars, often in the form of high fructose corn syrup. When we overload on fructose from these sugary drinks, it can overwhelm our liver, leading to a whole cascade of problems. Think about it. You drink a soda, your blood sugar spikes, your body releases a surge of insulin to deal with it, and over time, your cells can become resistant to insulin, setting the stage for type 2 diabetes. This excess fructose can also mess with your cholesterol levels, increasing your risk of heart disease. Many sugary drinks are also loaded with empty calories, meaning they provide minimal nutritional value. So, you're basically consuming a sugar bomb that can contribute to weight gain, inflammation, and a whole host of chronic diseases. Think of sugary drinks as an occasional treat, not an everyday staple. Next up, we're tackling processed meats. Now, I'm not here to judge anyone's love for a juicy burger or a crispy bacon strip, but it's important to be aware of the potential downsides of consuming these meats regularly. We're talking about meats that have been preserved by smoking, salting, curing, or adding chemical preservatives. Think bacon, sausage, hot dogs, deli meats, the works. These processing methods often involve adding high amounts of sodium, which can be a problem for our blood pressure. Beyond sodium, processed meats often contain nitrates and nitrites, which are added to preserve color and flavor. When these compounds are cooked at high temperatures, they can form harmful substances called nitrosamines, linked to an increased risk of certain cancers, particularly colorectal cancer. Focus on incorporating more plant-based protein sources like beans, lentils, tofu, and tempeh into your meals. Okay, next up, we're diving into the world of trans fats, also known as partially hydrogenated oil. Kind of a mouthful, right? But trust me, this is one ingredient you want to avoid as much as possible. Trans fats are created when liquid oils are turned into solid fats through a process called hydrogenation. This process makes foods more shelf-stable and gives them a desirable texture. But here's the catch: they're really bad for our health. Unlike other fats, trans fats raise our levels of bad LDL cholesterol and lower our levels of good HDL cholesterol. This double whammy increases the risk of heart disease, stroke, and other chronic conditions. The good news is that many countries, including the US, have taken steps to limit trans fats in food, but it's still important to be vigilant and read labels carefully. Let's talk about white bread for a moment. It's a staple in many cultures, often seen as a harmless part of a sandwich or toast. But the truth is, white bread can be a sneaky source of empty calories and refined carbohydrates. White bread is made from refined grains, which means it's been stripped of its bran and germ, leaving behind just the endosperm. While this process gives white bread its soft texture, it also removes much of its fiber, vitamins, and minerals. Making the switch to whole grain bread can make a big difference. Whole grain bread contains all three parts of the grain: the bran, germ, and endosperm, providing more fiber, nutrients, and sustained energy. Okay, this one might surprise you: fruit juice. You might be thinking, but wait, fruit is good for you, right? And you're absolutely right. Whole fruits are nutritional powerhouses packed with vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and fiber. But when fruit is processed into juice, a lot of that goodness is lost. Most fruit juices contain a concentrated amount of sugar from the fruit, often as much as sugary drinks. Without the fiber found in whole fruits, this sugar is absorbed more quickly into the bloodstream, leading to those dreaded sugar spikes. If you're craving fruit juice, opt for 100% fruit juice without added sugar, and enjoy it in moderation as part of a balanced diet. Many commercial fruit juices are pasteurized, a heating process that can destroy some of the beneficial nutrients. Let's be honest, who doesn't love a delicious pastry, cookie, or slice of cake every now and then? But as tempting as these sweet treats are, they're often loaded with ingredients that can wreak havoc on our health. We're talking about a triple threat of sugar, refined flour, and unhealthy fats. The sugar content in these treats is often through the roof, spiking our blood sugar levels and contributing to weight gain, inflammation, and an increased risk of chronic diseases. And the refined flour used in many baked goods is quickly digested and absorbed, leading to those energy crashes and cravings for more sugary treats. Enjoy these foods as occasional treats and focus on incorporating more whole, unprocessed foods into your diet. Many pastries, cookies, and cakes contain unhealthy fats like trans fats or saturated fats, which can raise our cholesterol levels and increase the risk of heart disease. Next up, we're talking about two of the most popular snack foods out there, French fries and potato chips. Let's face it, they're crispy, salty, and oh so satisfying. But unfortunately, they're also loaded with ingredients that can be detrimental to our health. Both French fries and potato chips are typically deep-fried in unhealthy oils, often containing trans fats or high amounts of saturated fat. These unhealthy fats can wreak havoc on our cholesterol levels and increase the risk of heart disease. They're also loaded with sodium, which can contribute to high blood pressure. Try baking or air-frying potatoes instead of deep-frying them. And look for baked chips that are lower in sodium and unhealthy fats. They're often high in calories and low in nutrients, making it easy to overconsume them and pack on the pounds. For years, margarine was marketed as a healthier alternative to butter. But as we've learned more about trans fats, margarine's reputation has taken a nosedive. Many types of margarine are still made with partially hydrogenated oils, those sneaky trans fats that can raise our bad cholesterol and lower our good cholesterol. The good news is that many brands have started to phase out trans fats from their margarine. Look for margarine that's labeled as trans fat free and check the ingredient list to make sure it doesn't contain any partially hydrogenated oils. Let's be real, ice cream is delicious. It's cold, creamy, and the perfect treat on a hot day. But as much as we love it, it's important to acknowledge that ice cream is often loaded with ingredients that can be detrimental to our health. Most ice cream is loaded with added sugars, which can spike our blood sugar levels, contribute to weight gain, and increase the risk of chronic diseases. Many brands use unhealthy fats like saturated fat and trans fat, which can raise our cholesterol levels and increase the risk of heart disease. Look for brands that use less sugar, healthier fats, and natural ingredients. Moderation and making healthier choices are key. Candy bars. Those convenient, tempting treats that often call our names from the grocery store checkout aisle. But as much as we might enjoy their sweet taste and satisfying crunch, it's important to be aware of what's really lurking beneath that shiny wrapper. Candy bars are often a combination of sugar, refined flour, and unhealthy fats, making them a nutritional nightmare. The sugar content in candy bars is often astronomical, sending our blood sugar levels on a roller coaster ride and contributing to a whole host of health problems, from weight gain to an increased risk of chronic diseases. Be mindful of your intake and choose wisely. Many candy bars are loaded with unhealthy fats like trans fats and saturated fats, which can raise our cholesterol levels and increase the risk of heart disease. So there you have it, 10 foods that you might want to think twice about including in your diet. Remember, this video isn't about making you feel guilty or ashamed of your food choices. It's about empowering you with knowledge so you can make informed decisions that align with your health goals. Instead of completely eliminating these foods, try reducing your intake gradually and replacing them with healthier alternatives. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more health tips and information. See you next time.